Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. The basics a man needs. The basics a man needs. Look, always understand something. A man needs certain basics in order to really just get through life. Now, this is one of those videos. It's not about getting women. Now, yeah, I talk about getting women on here, definitely. But I'm also talking about a man having some control over his life, over developing himself. This is one of those videos. A man should have basics. He should work to have basics. Now, of course, I talk about sovereignty, but that's a journey. And it's hard for any one man to have total control over his life. Total control. But you can control some basics. You know, one of the basics a man needs is really just being in good shape, good health. That's a basic right there. I ain't even talking about body game, just health game. You know, basic. You should be able to be healthy enough, in shape enough to go out and work. Most men got to physically work. Yeah, we got all this stuff. People can work from home and stuff, but you still got to sit up. You still got to be able to pay attention. You got to be healthy enough to do that. You know, you need to go to the store and stuff. So you still need to exercise. You still need to get checkups when you can, pay attention to any issues, pay attention to all any aches and pains and all of that. That's a basic. He should have enough intelligence to read. Let me say that again. To read, to take in information. And when I say read, not just read the words, but have reading comprehension. That's a basic. This is a world that's moved by information. Information is like boom, boom, boom. You need to know what you're reading. You need to know what you're doing. You know, a basic, you need to be able to count your money. You don't need to know trigonometry or any of this advanced math, but at the very least, you should be able to count your money. You know, you should be able to count your money. You know, you should be able to manage your bank accounts. Every man should have a bank account. Now, I know we got men out here who are going to these check cashing places and stuff, but it don't take much to get an account at a bank. It don't. If you got to save up money to get started and everything, you can do it. If you got a job, you can do it, which is another thing. Every man needs a basic job. Understand, overall, unless you living in one of those societies that is still extremely indigenous and has very, very, very limited contact with the modern world, men don't hunt like they used to for food. Men don't build their own homes, out of just some materials out of the forest or something. We don't do that. Now, just as an aside, yeah, you get some men who can build a home. You know, they got those construction and everything. But even then, they need a job to buy the materials to build it, you know. Or if they have a business, they still got to buy materials. Every man needs to have some way to legally bring in money. Now, I know there's some people on some illegal stuff, but you put yourself in danger, you know. Not just from the police officers, but from rivals or something. A man needs to have some way, legitimate way he's making money. Even if he has to create that job. Some way. He need to find something. And even to get that job, he needs to develop the skills to work. It don't necessarily mean you have to go to a college. There's people who they've never stepped foot on a college campus, but they got certified in something. And indeed, you still have some professions like the plumbing profession where you can become an apprentice and still learn everything. You know, so you need to get those skills. These are basics. Get the job, get the skills. And then what are you doing with that money? You're using it to get you a place to live and to feed yourself. Like every man should work to have his own spot. This don't necessarily mean some big old house, but just some place where you have control over it. It could be an apartment, but you have control you got a lot of control in there, you know. Every now and then you probably got to call like maintenance or something, or, let the, maintenance people come in if they got to change a filter or something. But that's your name on it. You're responsible for it. You can decorate it the way you want. You can live in there however you want, as long as you don't, violate any rules. But it's still yours. And then, of course, some men will move up. But wherever the case, however you do it, you need some place to stay. You need some place to lay your head. You need the money. You need to be able to buy food. These are basics just to get through life, because everything I'm talking about is just to get through life. Notice I ain't saying anything about for women. Let me say that again. None of this is for women. Because unless you marrying a woman, you ain't with her 24/7. Heck, even if you marrying a woman, you still ain't with her 24/7. Because what did I say about a job? Now, unless y'all two had put a business together where y'all around each other constantly, there's going to be times you ain't around her. So what's the common denominator with you in every second of your day? You. That's it. That's it. So a man, he needs to have those basics, just the basics. Now, you know what? It might seem obvious to some. And you're like, duh. No, it's not. You get a lot of men don't even have the basics. They don't got a problem staying with a relative, or, they don't have a problem finding some receptive woman to stay on her. No. Every man needs to have at least control over his stuff. And he needs to be able to say to himself, oh, you know what? I got these basics. That should be a basic. You have, you got your health. You got your intelligence, or you got your knowledge. You got your job. You got a place to stay. You got your job or business. Every man should work towards that. Just having those basics. The women will come. Because, let's be real. You got some women, you could have none of that, and depending on the woman, she'll still mess with you. But here's the problem with that. Say you got none of that. You don't have a job. Your health is so-so. You might be a drinker, smoker, or something like that. You don't have any idea what you want to do. You laying up on some woman because, well, you do have that good D you can give her, right? But here's the problem with that. You don't have sovereignty. That woman can kick you out at any moment. She can get tired of you. Then you asked out on the street. Do you want to be that? No, you want to be in a position where you have at least nominal control over your life. Just the basics. And then you can grow from that to become truly sovereign. But if you have those basics, and you know what, I'm going to be real. You might not necessarily want to go that whole sovereign path. That's cool. I respect that. You still got to do what you want. But every man, just to feel good within himself, need to have something that he has at least nominal control over. And that's the main thing he has control over is his self and his reaction to his circumstances. So definitely work on that. Work on your basics. And like I said, I know some people will say, well, duh, but look, I'm going to be real. I got a lot of younger guys who listen. And then I got a lot of guys who ain't got their stuff together yet. They might be in their 30s and 40s, still ain't get their stuff together. So those are the ones I'm talking to. The rest, if you got your stuff together, you got some suggestions, put them in the description. In the comments. Help out your brothers. Help out your brothers. And when I say brothers, I mean men, period, regardless of your race or ethnic background. Help them out. You might have an idea, a business idea, training center, stuff some man can get into. Share that. All right? So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll get back with you later. Peace and blessings.